In this video, let us discuss JEE Main February March questions from the carboxylic acids. First one is compounds which will liberate carbon dioxide with sodium bicarbonate solution is or. So generally, which compounds can react with the sodium bicarbonate? Okay. So generally here the acid on reaction with the sodium bicarbonate liberate the CO2. Okay, that means here like Na, okay, Na plus here A minus, and H2O and CO2. It is nothing but H2CO3. Nothing but H2CO3. So the point is the compounds which are more acidic than the carbonic acid can react with sodium bicarbonate. Okay, the compounds which are more acidic than the carbonic acid can react with sodium bicarbonate. That means here the stronger acids, okay, simply stronger acids can react with sodium bicarbonate and liberate CO2 gas. Okay, that's it. Otherwise, if H2CO3 is a stronger acid than the acid which is on the side of the reactants, then backward reaction takes place. For suppose your phenol, okay, its pK value 9.8, its pK value 9.8. For suppose on reaction sodium bicarbonate, here no reaction actually. We cannot see the liberation of the sodium carbon dioxide because here H2CO3 nothing but aqueous CO2 is nothing but H2CO3. Here H2CO3 pK value nearly 6.8 or 6.5. Okay, so that means a carbonic acid more acidic than the phenol. Okay, so here phenol is a weaker acid, so conjugate base, if reaction taking place, conjugate base phenoxide ion is a strong base, so backward reaction taking place. Backward reaction taking place. Okay, so sodium bicarbonate is not decomposed by the phenol. Okay, but whenever 3 NO2 groups are introduced, because of the electron withdrawing groups, acidic nature of the phenols increases. Okay, not only phenols, any compound having electron withdrawing group, acidic nature increases. So here this compound can give the CO2 on reaction with sodium bicarbonate. Okay, it's nothing but picric acid. It is a picric acid. Okay, it is a more acidic than the carbonic acid. That's why here the picric acid can react with sodium bicarbonate. Okay, so I am repeating the point. So the compound which can react with the sodium bicarbonate must be more acidic than the H2CO3. Must be more acidic than the H2CO3 or aqueous CO2. Okay, then only forward reaction takes place, otherwise backward reaction takes place. So generally phenols do not react to sodium bicarbonate, but here picric acid, due to presence of the 3 NO2 groups, it becomes more acidic, okay, than the carbonic acid. That's why it liberates the CO2. Okay, next here carboxylic acids. Carboxylic acids pKe, that means nearly 4. That means carboxylic acids are the more acidic than the carbonic acid, so it can liberate the CO2. Okay, it can liberate the CO2 with this one. So product is a COONA, sodium benzoate, with the liberation of the CO2. That means we can see there is a brisk effervescence. All carboxylic acids can react to sodium bicarbonate, and all sulfonic acids can react to sodium bicarbonate, and among the phenols, okay, so dinitrophenol also can react to sodium bicarbonate, and mononitrophenol is not much more acidic. Okay, mononitrophenol is not much more acidic, so no reaction sodium bicarbonate. Here in this case, coming to this one, here NH2, this is the donating groups. Because of the donating groups, here phenol acidic nature decreases. That means here its pK value more than 9.8. So this one does not react with sodium bicarbonate. So only B and C can react with the sodium bicarbonate. Okay. So that is the official answer given by the NTA. That is 3. Next here, see this one. Yeah, this methyl is converted to COH. Okay, na? So from the NCERT textbook information, you can easily answer this question. So in this case, alkaline KMnO4 followed by acid work. Okay, generally here, this alkyl groups are oxidized to the COOH by heating with acidified KMnO4 or heating with alkaline KMnO4 or heating with acidified potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7. So here in this case here CH3 group is converted to COOH. Sodium borohydride no effect, lithium aluminum hydride no effect, and HCl ZnC it means it is a Clemmenstiel reduction, no effect. Only here 3 alkaline KMnO4 followed by acid workup. Here we get the carboxylic acid. Here the point is it is an alkaline KMnO4. Initially the product is COO minus because alkaline medium, that carboxylic acid which is initially formed can react with alkali which is present in a mixture. So followed by acid workup. So as a result that COO minus becomes a COOH. And then here OCH3. That's it. Now here the cyanide on hydrolysis gives A and this A on further hydrolysis gives a acid. So here it must be amide. Okay, because cyanides first converted to amides and amides are converted to carboxylic acids. Okay, so the major product A is amide. Okay, the important point, cyanide is initially converted to amide and amide on further hydrolysis converted to carboxylic acid. So finally the cyanides on hydrolysis, on vigorous hydrolysis converted to carboxylic acids. Okay, that's it. Next, here also similar question. So alkaline KMnO4 followed by H plus, this CH3 group is converted to COOH. So answer is 3. Here OCH3 is not affected. That's it. Now organic compound A, molecular formula C10H20O2 was hydrolyzed with dilute sulfuric acid to give a carboxylic acid and alcohol. Okay, so it is a ester actually. Okay, so this ester on hydrolysis gives a carboxylic acid and alcohol, carboxylic acid and alcohol. Okay, oxidation of C, that means here carboxylic acid is B and alcohol is a C. Oxidation of C with CrO3 and H2SO4, CrO3 and H2SO4 produced product B. Which of the following structures not possible for A? Okay, so here in this case, this alcohol on oxidation gives a carboxylic acid B. That means here this compound and this compound are both are same. Okay, so here check the possibilities. So for suppose here I am taking this one, first compound, a CH3 and CH3 and this one CH3. Okay, next C. Okay, here 3 methyl groups attached to this carbon and next here C double bond O, here O CH2 and C CH3 thrice. Okay, now this one on hydrolysis gives a acid and alcohol. So this one, so here in this case CH3 thrice C double bond OH. Okay, now here in this case OH CH2 CCH3 thrice. Okay, now here this compound on oxidation, actually here CrO3 H2SO4 is a strong oxidizing agent, so primer alcohol converted to acid. So here C double bond O, here C CH3 thrice. Okay, this is the carboxylic acid B, here product C, this C on oxidation gives a product B. So these two are the same. Okay, so the question is which of the following structures not possible? Okay, so here A is possible. A is possible. So like that. So next here in this case CH3, CH2, CH2. Here we will get the carboxylic acid like this here, OH, here H. So how many carbons here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Here CH2H. Again, this is an oxidation converted to COH. That means here it is a butanoic acid, it is also butanoic acid. So this one also suitable. Next here, coming to this one. Okay, you see this is yeah. Here coming to this one, this is on hydrolysis. Okay, this one on hydrolysis. Actually here it get a hydrolyzed this H and this is the OH. So here the product is CH3, CH2, CH, OH and CS. Of course it is a secondary alcohol, not oxidized to the acid. But here in this case, this product is a acid. Okay, on a hydrolysis gives alcohol and acid. So CH3, CH2, CH3. Okay, so in this case this is not converted to acid. So here this compound on oxidation cannot be converted into product B. So answer is 3 actually. Okay, that's it. So in this case yeah, it is a acid and this is a alcohol. So here in this case, this one on hydrolysis CH3, CH2, a CH, this one CH3, a C double bond OH, and here OH, CH2, this one CH, CH3, this is CH2, CH. Okay, so this one on oxidation converted to COH. Okay, because primary alcohol group. So here the fourth one also suitable. So finally answer is A. Okay, that's it. Next here, B on treatment with the Br2 Fe Br3 in CCl4 produce a single isomer. While heating P with soda lime gives a gave a toluene actually. Okay, now you see this one on bromination gives a single isomer. Okay, the compound on bromination gives a single isomer. Okay, here actually ortho para directing group. So it's not a single product. Here this is a methyl ortho para directing ortho position. This is the ortho position. This is the ortho position. So bromine may attack 3 positions. So here it's not a suitable option. Now here in this case methyl ortho para directing. So here 2 positions are available for attacking of the Br plus electrophile. Here in this case CH is the ortho para directing. Here ortho position, both are same, but para position blocked by this COH. Okay, now here this one actually here the question is while heating P with soda lime gives a toluene. So actually all compound gives a toluene with the soda lime. Okay, that means it is nothing but decarboxylation. Here CH2 COOH on heating with soda lime, that is converted to CH3 plus CO2. Okay, no? Soda lime is a decarboxylation. This one gives a toluene, this one gives a toluene, here this one also gives a toluene on decarboxylation. Okay, so here in this case answer is 4. Okay, next here an organic compound A molecular formula C6H12O2 was hydrolyzed. Okay, an organic compound A molecular formula C6H12O2 was hydrolyzed with the dilute H2SO4 to give a carboxylic acid B and alcohol C. C give a white turbidity immediately. Okay, C give a white turbidity immediately. That means it is a C is a tertiary alcohol. Must be tertiary alcohol. So you know that ester, it is a ester. Actually, ester on hydrolysis produces acid and alcohol. When treated with actual low cost reagent, okay, that gives a immediately white turbidity. So here tertiary alcohol group. So here in this case, this one on hydrolysis, here OH and here hydrogen, tertiary alkyl alcohol. Okay, here in this case primary alcohol, in this case primary alcohol, in this case secondary alcohol. So ultimate answer is 1. Okay, so tertiary alcohol can give the white turbidity immediately. It is nothing but low cost test for the distinguishing of the alcohols. Okay, and you know that primary alcohols follows SN2 mechanism with low cost reagent, and secondary tertiary alcohols follows SN1 mechanism with low cost reagent. Next year, a solution of metachloroaniline, metachlorophenol, and metachlorobenzoic acid in ethyl state extracted initially with saturated solution of the sodium bicarbonate to give a fraction A. So you see this one, metachloroaniline. Okay, this is the NH2 here Cl, and next metachlorophenol, and next metachlorobenzoic acid. Metachlorobenzoic acid. So it is in a ethyl state. Okay, it is in ethyl acetate. Ethyl acetate is the organic solvent. Okay, all these compounds are soluble. Okay. So here in this case, on reaction sodium bicarbonate, here generally carboxylic acids react with the bicarbonate. So here adding aqueous sodium bicarbonate. Here this carboxylic acid is soluble in aqueous sodium bicarbonate converted into ionic compound, and that comes to the aqueous layer. That means here fraction A. Okay, that comes to the aqueous layer fraction A, and remaining metachloroaniline. Okay, metachloroaniline and metachlorophenol. These two are present in a organic solvent. Okay, this is the organic layer. Okay, this is the aqueous layer. Now here again, leftover organic phase was extracted with dilute NaOH. That means here with the NaOH, phenol only react. With NaOH, only phenol can react. That means here aqueous phase, it is a again that is the organic phase or organic layer. So here the phenol is soluble in NaOH, that is converted to ionic compound. Okay, so it is a fraction B. Now here in this case, the compound which is present in a organic layer, that is nothing but fraction C. Okay, the final organic layer was labeled as a fraction C. Okay, so answer is the metachlorobenzoic acid, metachlorophenol, metachloroaniline. That's it. It is a solve. It is a depend. It is actually a technique. It is a solvent extraction method. Okay. Yeah. Here, what is the product of the following reaction? Hex 3-enol. Okay. Here Hex 3-enol. That means here 6 carbons are there. Aldehyde. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That means here 3 Hex enol. 3-enol. Okay, it's an ine actually. Okay, that's it. So reaction with sodium borohydride. Here this aldehyde group is reduced. This aldehyde group is reduced to the alcohol, and next here reaction with PBr3. So here C triple bond C, here CH2Br. Now reaction with magnesium. Okay, in either solvent, there is a preparation of the Grignard reagent. So here CH2 MgBr. Now here this one reaction with CO2 followed by hydrolysis. In the place of MgBr, we can see COOH. Okay, that means here CH2, here COOH. That means here answer is 3 actually. Okay, so actually here what is this reaction of the carboxylic acid with the Grignard reagent? Here double bond C double bond O. Here in this case -1. Here Mg plus 2 Br -1. Here actually O minus electrons are transferred. Now here this C plus carbon attacked by this C R minus actually. So as a result, double bond here C R O minus. This one on acidification. Here double bond C R O H. That means here by using RMgX on reaction with CO2 followed by hydrolysis, will get the carboxylic acid RCOOH. So here in this case, in a place of MgBr, simply we can see finally COOH group. Okay, so in this case carboxylic acid is a product, yet triple bond is not affected. Okay, that's it. Yeah.